Jam timer gets us started.
And we officially started our first game. We got Bob Hop jamming for the Dasher. We got Electritude jamming for Sheilas. We got Bob Hop out.
Bob Hop does a great job getting herself through. Saw some good blocking going on as Anita Hercha being held back.
They're doing a good job holding their high scores. See what they can do to help Bob Hop through.
Freddie Cool Girl out there showing why she's one of the best in business on defense.
Bob Hop calls it off. Combination 4. They got 2 on that first run.
All right, there you go. There's a stat for you. The Bashers scoring 2 points in their first jam as a team.
We've got Mel Ellis jamming for the Sheilas. And we've got Triple Threat jamming for the Dashers.
Triple threat running into a major wall back there in the back.
So even though the Dashers are a new team to this league this year, they are not new skaters to this league.
Black Mama and Zombina really roughing up the Bashers. Allows Mel Malice the time to get out for lead jam.
Taking hard up the line.
Oh! Tiff always ready to get in there and play some aggressive jam.
Very exciting team. Both these teams are super competitive.
The other fun thing is both of these teams, well, one team fully drafted, the other one, the Sheilas, thrown in basically a redraft of the entire league.
Oh, we've got Honeybee jamming for the Bumble Bashers. What do we have out there for the Sheilas? Oh, we got Anita Hercha. We got Kyla.
Good block sends the Sheila's jammer out to the outside, had to reset.
A lot of heavy hitters on this team. Fast game.
Freddie continuing to work on that jammer.
I don't ever like getting stuck behind Freddie. We got Anita Hercha out for the Sheilas and Annie Moe right behind her.
Battle of the captains out there as the point scorers.
Sheilas were able to hold back the baby. Passed that one and called it off. All right, we got Bob Pop out there for the Bashers and Black Mamba.
Whoa.
Let's see it go through. Tip takes off. Bumble point scorer.
Mamba, one of those dangerous players from any position. This time showing why she's serious scoring threat. 5-on-4 advantage for the Sheilas in this jam to start out.
So you'll notice that the Bashers have one sitting in the penalty box, so they will start down with only 4 players on track instead of 5.
Theoretically, that's going to make it easier for Park and Rec to get through and tie up triple threat. But with the talent out on the floor, anything goes. Triple threat out there as your lead jammer for the Bashers.
Oh, we got Myers going to the penalty box. Oh, Parker Rec takes off.
Freddie heading into the penalty box.
Triple threat makes it through the back.
Triple threat.
They're not giving up these points easily.
Keeping this jam active, watching.
Sometimes these jammers work so hard to get through the pack initially that by the time they get to the front, they're just absolutely exhausted.
90 seconds may not seem like a long time, but when you're out there on skates going full bore,
Oh, the Bumbles are up by 6 now, 6 to 5.
one hit Thunder looking to hold back that Sheila's jammer. Zombina, though, trying to make it through.
We got Tiff out as the point scorer for the Bashers. We got Mel Malice close behind her.
Good job by those Bashers defenders. They were able to
Put one
put,
on the ground
yeah,
and inside.
looks like they put Toucan down. 3-on-1 gives you a little advantage that way.
I wouldn't put them up against that wall. But I will at some point this season.
7-5, Bashers lead. Bashers jammer resets. Honeybee running up against those Sheila's blockers.
Annie trying to help her jammer through. Myers says no, no, no.
Normally, you'd expect to see the pivots trying to stay up front.
Oh, he saw that hole and she took it.
Good job. Oh, Anita was being held back for just that fraction of a second, but not anymore. She is your lead jammer. In the early goings, both of these teams trading points.
Back and back.
Looking to see what the Sheilas picked up in that last jam. Bomb Pop. Bomb Pop looking to do some cutting. Instead, forced out of bounds. Both jammers looking for openings.
Bomb Pop keeps getting knocked out of bounds, so she's having to reset.
Blocker's doing a great job slamming the door on these scores.
Slam taking her time. Fine.
Toucans out lead jam, but right down there. Tiff slipping in front. Oh! Mel switches position, spins around to hold her back. Great defense.
Rick Smash House helped her out, though. Took Mel right out of that line. Gotta learn these new players' names.
Sheila's tack on 2 in that jam.
We got electric and triple threat out on the jammer line.
Electrocute trying to find an outside seam. Instead, she's found a swinging defender there.
Pretty cool. It's coming in like a wrecking ball. Oh, just going to the penalty box.
Electrocute finally with the jump, but she's going to be having to make up some time for triple threat. Who is your lead jammer?
Oh, we got a pivot break.
Oh, Electrocute sent to the floor on the inside.
Bashers call it off.
Anita Hirsch out there showing veteran moves as she is probably one of the top scorers, well, at this moment for the Sheilas early on, but she's been involved in a lot of these jams.
We got Honeybee and Mel Malice out on the jammer line.
Up front, your pivots, Mamba and Tiff. That's going to be a battle. Oh! Tiff sweeps across the track.
And the jammers both come into it.
Mel looking for an inside.
Jammer on jammer defense.
Mel takes advantage of one of her blockers, comes around to the outside, picking up some points. Both teams exceptionally well matched at this early going. We got a 12-11 Sheila's lead.
All right, I got an announcement. I got a phone and an ID up here at the announcers table. Alicia Ullman, I have your phone and your ID. I'm at the announcers table.
The skaters. I think that's one of the. I don't.
Also, there is Sal's Pizza at the snack bar for sale. Just letting you know.
Yeah. In addition, for those of you who are not on the live stream, you can make your way over to the merchandise table at some point, pick up some great Fountain City merchandise. Like we said earlier, the Queen mentioned that there is a new Sheilas logo. The Bashers are new. Plenty of merch out there. Track Mamba, your lead jammer. Having to deal with Tiff.
Oh, we got a lead change. These refs must be having fun tonight because it's so hard to see what's going on in that pack.
And I don't know if this is actually in scene, but Queen, over here to the side, this is something that's a little bit new. We've got our third base coach out.
Yeah. So our third base coaches help our teams. You'll see our co-captains or assistant coaches over here standing in their little boxes in the third bases.
Jammer Electrocute headed into the box. That's going to be fortunate for the Bashers for a little bit here. Honeybee tied up, though.
Not only are these scores so close, but they're also close to penalties.
Anita Hercher with another block earlier here into turn 2. Took Honeybee out of bounds. Both teams right now fighting to get that jammer out as the time keeps going. And Electrocute out as your lead jammer. Annie Mall's got the pivot turn.
Check.
Good presence there from Electrocute, trying to go for the quick call off as Annie Mall was just picking up speed and speed and speed.
Yeah, I think Annie thought she stuck in the back there, but they gave her nothing.
Sheila's now out to what I'd call a slim lead, 20 to 15.
There's two bashers in the box. I wonder what they did.
They should be sad.
Well, we got Bomb Club and Mel Malice on camp line. Let's see who makes it out of this pack.
Sheila's with an advantage, but having one hit Thunder up there as one of your blockers to worry about in Tiff.
Erase this. I'm tired out, but I know one person on this track that doesn't get tired. It's Mel Malice.
Basher's doing a great job killing that penalty. And sneaking bomb pop in through for the lead jam.
This is very confusing because the packs are very divided right now, and they're calling the pack in front, and they're calling the pack in the back.
The Queen of Hertz and I are trying to figure out why we have a sparkly microphone cover. So far, if you're looking for a penalty breakdown, if you're one of those people who follows that, we've got 4 penalties on the Sheilas as a team and 3 on the Bashers.
Stay on that page because that's more convenient. Not happening right now. And ref tactic. Let's go.
Put the power back into the hands of our jam timer, and we're off and running.
Here's some things happening from the fans. I hear some betting going on out there.
We're not in Kansas.
Take no personal responsibility for any of that.
Triple threat, and Anita Hurt. You got the stars.
Both out.
Everybody's bunched up. Couple of folks on the ground. Both of these teams looking to pick up those quick and easy points that way.
All the Bashers have one in the box. Game on.
Rogue coming off the track to keep it at a 5-4 disadvantage for the Bashers. Mamba's lined up at the jam line against Honeybee. I think we are. As your lead jammer had to take a pivot turn there, Tiff is active scorer now as well. Mamba looking for her defenders to help her out. Finds a little seam. Once could see what Juke's doing. Earlier on, I couldn't tell whether she was trying to call off a jam or whether she was telling one of the refs to suck it.
You never know.
Back on the floor, we've got another Sheila's lead jam. Annie Mall active though. Sheila's jammer was tied up earlier on. In turn 2, that allowed Annie to get in. Not sure what the points are going to be out of this one. Referees will sort it, and we'll find out. Couple points for the Sheilas. Picking up and adding on to that lead. Cleo forced to the outside by Rogue. All right. Sheila's with another lead jam. Tiff having to wait until she saw that she was, able to take off. Caught up to Cleo and knocked her out of bounds. Cleo takes advantage of Toucan. Try to come in on the inside seam and pick up a little point.
Oh my, is this Zambia's first penalty? Good job, team.
Bodies still all over the floor as this jam still not ending. Tiff out and around again. But even with her speed, I think she can't stop time in 90 seconds.
Oh, we've got a timeout on the Sheilas. All right, I want to take this time to make some announcements. If you weren't aware, we are doing Chuck-a-Duck. The donations and the contributions to Chuck-a-Duck help support Fountain City's travel team. If you didn't know, we are traveling to Waco, Texas to take on 5 teams down there in a tournament next week.
As opposed to just taking on 5 teams all at once.
So it'll be a whole weekend of roller derby for Fountain City travel team down in Waco, Texas next weekend.
And Waco, Texas gets graced with Fountain City's presence, so win-win.
I've enjoyed going down to Waco many times. So help your travel team and do a chuck-a-duck and see what you win.
Take a quick moment here. Talk to you about Legacy Skates, one of our great sponsors. Legacy Skates, located in the Crossroads, is your ultimate destination for everything roller skate related. From top-notch gear to expert advice, they've got you covered. Check them out. Show some love for Legacy Skates.
Ducks are on sale at the merch booth.
Always love Chuck-a-Duck.
We have Myers and Tiff out there jamming. Tiff calls it before Myers gets into the back of the pack.
Yep, normally Tiff likes to stretch these things out, but Myers really
Put on that pressure.
And for those of you checking the scoreboard, we've got a Bashers lead now, 32-30. I think.
I think we jumped right on that live feed. We didn't even really introduce ourselves. But if you're wondering, this is Queen of Hearts.
And Aaron Grievances. Watching as Mamba is out to a good lead on this jam.
Hey, Wall. Rushing up to try and get to the pack. Out of bounds.
Oh.
Not able to call it. And he skates by.
Which is kind of sad because she had a good block on the outside there from Toucan. Rogue's been doing some good harassment on these Sheila jammers in a couple of occasions.
Well, that was a change of events. That front line of Basher's doing a great job holding back those Sheilas.
Thunder this time, trying to keep Mamba from coming through, or at least push her skate outside if she can.
So Andy trying to sneak in behind Thunder.
Brick Smash House with a nice little opening for her scorer. I'm beginning to think that these jammers are just like, you know what, screw it. I don't feel like touching my hands to my hips tonight.
Well, to be honest, I didn't think these two would be so close. How they're both really, really
Yeah, even though there was a big shakeup in the draft, the Sheilas kept a pretty good core in there. But the Bashers really taking it to them. Pressure being put on Electrocute.
They were out in playing front, so they had to let her go. Tiff takes off. As they score for the Badgers.
Meanwhile, great wall in the back from the Sheilas. And wouldn't you know it, Ginger Ninja involved in one of those. Ginger, I think, has played for 3 out of the now 5 teams.
She's new to roller derby, that's for sure. She's got ninja in her name.
You never see it coming.
Really never do.
Rogue with another nice little block up there.
We got Mel Malice. We got Mel Malice and triple threat out of support scorers.
Great jump there from Mel to avoid some blocking as she is now trying to chase down triple threat.
I think the look on her face is I'm having fun.
Oh! Triple threat trying to come around there. Instead went to the ground.
Mel gets one, calls it off. Oh, and we are at halftime. Wow, that went fast. I'm sure they're not keeping it fast. It went pretty fast.
Yep.
We're back to Derby. Triple threat out there on the jam line.
Second half, the first half was great. We got a 2-point game. Both teams really pouring it on and really evenly matched.
Far out there.
Basher's got that pivot turn going. Oh, Electra, though, tied up. Tiff, though, running into a heck of a 4-wall. They're just trying to beat her around now. Power of persistence. Slasher and Freddy in there. This is 10 skaters that you would not want to go up against. Oh. Annie now having to make up a good chunk of track. Slasher and Amelia trying to move over to cut off Mel, but she had a head of steam and was far out enough over to the outside of the track. All the power rests in the hands of our jam timer. Thunder working over Anita Hercha. But Anita around the outside takes advantage of a seam.
Penetrate, just takes off. Just slams into the back of that wall. Oh my God.
Anita running up against one-hit Thunder. Thunder, the recipient of numerous MVP blocker awards. Showing you why. Whether you're here live, whether you're watching on Twitch, try to figure out if you can choose the MVP blockers and jammers.
Fun little game I like to play. Oh, that takes off his jammer for Slasher.
Slasher knocked to the inside. Had to wait to reset.
Malice taking off for the
Oh,
got Trip entering the back attack.
triple threat slowed herself down. You can see Black Mamba back there. Meanwhile, Mel Malice took advantage, found a seam. Ooh, double entendres. While we got this timeout, let me tell you about KC Derby Digest. KC Derby Digest was founded in October 2011, endeavors to cover all roller derby in Kansas City, period. Whether it's men's, women's, all gender, junior league, flat track, bank track, if it's derby in Kansas City, it's on their radar. Thank you to KC Derby Digest being there to capture all the derby action. This is why occasionally when you see those flashes going off around the track, those are the photos that are being taken by our own friend Casey Carr. You'll be able to go online, hunt down KC Derby Digest in probably a few days and relive some of the pictures and relive some of the moments. And you will be amazed looking at some of these pictures thinking, wow, so that was part of the action.
Back to the action. We got Bomb Pop and Cherry Violin. No, it's Park and Rec, sorry.
Bomb Pop running up against a Sheila wall. Park and Rec trying to work around some bashers. Ginger up there with Tiff, but
Bomb Pop takes off. Bashers.
Freddie and Tiff doing a great job holding back a scorer.
Back to back. Side.
Good blocking from one hit Thunder once again. Open up that seam on the inside. The crew trying to get up there for the bashers to form another wall.
Blockers hit out, players hit up. They have to re-enter behind the player that hit them out of bounds. The only time they do not is if that player that hit them out of bounds goes out of play with them.
Bomb Pop finally calling this one off. So far, second half, we've limited to one penalty, so both teams looking to keep their players out on the floor, or at least no one's screwing up egregiously. Mamba sent to the floor. I think you might be right on that. The pack broken up really allowed triple threat big opening. Zombina active for the Sheilas. Tripp trying to slide around Mamba. Getting caught up with Toucan, and Mamba had to call that one off. And you know,
Hey, Aaron, why do winners always win?
why? Oh. See what stolen candy does, folks. Out front, Electrocute trying to open up and get active. She's there. Tiff takes off. Basher. Oh, Basher's really tied up thanks to those penalties. Oh, we do not. This. You can slow her down, but you can't stop her.
So good at what she does. Got Annie Mall, pivot break for Basher.
Meanwhile, Basher's getting knocked out of bounds. Really helps out that Sheila's jammer once again. Annie is definitely one of those skaters you cannot sleep on. Yeah, Rogue's been doing a great job from the inside there as a blocker, just harassing jammers.
And her defense as a jammer is great too. Mars is starting to get around that basket.
Thunder laying a shot, sets a shoulder against Myers. Anita Hercha moving front and back so she can control that jammer. Rogue out as your lead jammer. Don't know how much time she's got on this jam to try to pick up points after all the fight in the pack. I don't know. I know Myers was leaning back on her. There at the end of the jam, Myers switching over from active scorer into blocker, denying Rogue some points. Two-point game, 65-63 for the Bashers. No team has led, I think, by more than about 5 points. Maybe there might have been a brief 7-point run, but both of these teams have been really within a jam the entire time. Oh, Annie Mall, a victim of the pack. Mel running up against a wall, just decides to call it off. Looking that she might have grabbed a couple of points.
Right out there on the camera line. Oh, we got an official review. Calling a timeout.
At the moment on the floor, we've got a tie game. See what our official review comes back with.
I'm going to take this time. Whether it's engagement, wedding, family portraits, or let photos.
Pet photos?
I think it meant to say pet photos, but it says let. She does great pet photography.
I'm looking at this now as I'm checking out the rosters and the coaches, and this should be fun. It's one of those little, hey, here's a fact. Both Coach Luke and Coach Pippi strong blocking. Deep ties to the Sheilas. Now I think, is this Luke's first head coach run?
Well,
Or was he head coach?
was with KCR. Well,
Was he with, oh,
I'm not. Luke, this is his first year coaching here at FCRD.
okay, so,
And he's also, another fun fact, he's also our head coach for our travel team.
ah. I think I'm working off of a different Luke. Of course, the former Coach Luke of the Sheilas, who had been long time with Wyatt and that coach crew. I've lost names. I've lost people.
You know, there's so many.
It is great. And especially when you look out and you see how many people are involved in like all the behind the scenes stuff, just making this go.
Organizing all. Sometimes as a skater, I forget that.
On the floor, we've got triple threat. Lead jam.
Anita Hercha in the penalty.
Sheila's trying to do a fantastic job here, racing the pack as they can. Basher's looking to hold them back so their jammer can pick up some points.
Almeida did an amazing job giving Chris a little bit of a pass in the back. Shouting out for Mamba.
What's the difference between jelly and jam? Skaters turn to jelly when Mamba's in the jam. Got a great fan sign up here.
All right, we got Honeybee and jamming from the Bashers. He's out there for the Sheilas. We got Bill Dallas. Honeybee taken up by Mamba in the back.
Annie working on Mel. Toucan up front. Saw her do a couple of moves slowing down this pack. But it's going to be Honeybee out as your lead jammer.
Cornelius Earhart holding back that pin for a little while.
Honey now facing down Toucan.
Oh, man.
Toucan
Pushed out.
trying. That was tough. I thought she might have had a little bit of an inside track from her blockers, but quickly got spun into the center.
Those Bashers locked down on the inside. Live stream Twitch, announcing the game or microphones, trying to figure out live feed back to sometimes you hear announcer voice. Just regular.
Yep. And that's the thing. I love to yell, so
Yeah.
let's just get that out of the way. Tie game on the floor there, 67 all. And all is exactly what both of these teams are giving right now.
Bomb Pop wearing the star for the Bashers, and Myers wearing the star for the Sheilas.
Bomb Pop slipping past a Sheila's blocker, and she is your lead. I think it might have been Park and Rec that she was able to finally fight her way through.
Parker Rex takes off. And break.
Second time through the pack, though, Bomb Pop didn't have any issues. Remaining lead jammer decides to call this one.
Parker Rex gives her a little shout.
Bomb Pop, you can always tell she's having fun out on the track. Sometimes having fun in the penalty box. Basher's now holding a 5-point lead. 5 points, I think, has been the largest lead either team has been able to get. Both teams having a great time out there on the floor. Defense, offense, keeping this one close. Mellon triple threat. And triple threat's going to be out.
Mel Malice is out for the Sheilas.
Triple threat, trying to watch and see what she's coming up against. Look to break a 3-wall. Coach Pippi very animated over on the sidelines.
Very hard to watch this game from the sidelines when you see things like that.
Triple Threat and Mel still keeping this one active. Mel, I think. Oh, Mel had moved into the front just for a second, and then Triple Threat comes back around.
Sometimes it's very hard for these refs to spot these penalties. Sometimes it's really hard to sit here and watch as a player and see things that should be called but aren't called. And it's frustrating.
Yeah, I know in past seasons when I've been able to watch and sit here from turn 2, you'll see a skate that's come out, and you know that a skater's out of bounds, but the referees are basically working from what they can work with and doing a fantastic job with it.
We also have a lot of new referees, and they're also learning all these not that.
Exactly.
Call these aggressive skaters on their wrongs, you know what I mean? They will.
Yeah.
Call on that. My side. I think
Yep. And depending on, I mean, you watch and you're trying to do it. And as a skater, I'm sure you're trying to do it just as closely as you possibly can. You don't want to give someone 5 or 6 feet before you come back in. So,
But it's interesting to watch this game because everybody works so hard. A lot of these skaters are skating well over 5.
right.
How from each and every and also
Yeah, because that was a heck of a 3-wall that Triple Threat was coming into and trying to break. Yeah. And then meanwhile, you get situations with Bomb Pop who just like accidentally throws a right cross at a referee, and boom, suddenly for some reason she's headed into the penalty box. I say that as a joke, just because.
All right, refs are out there talking to each other about penalty. Did or didn't it happen? We've been reviewing, seeing what should go on. Someone should go to the box. Just continue. While they're doing that, I'm going to give a shout out to Sacred Roots Holistic Healing. The goal of Sacred Roots Holistic Healing is to provide customized massage sessions focused on revitalizing, restorative, and recovery results. They work with their clients to build wellness programs that stress the importance of preventative health. Achieve a balance of mind, body, and spirit in a clean, safe, and professional environment, getting you back to the best you. Now, I can personally say I have a membership with them, and they are phenomenal at what they do. I've never had a better massage.
On the floor, head referee, Reftacular, going over to talk about the results of this confab.
Let's see what happened.
And Fountain City fans here in attendance, just reminding you all, later on tonight we will be doing that chuck-a-duck. So If you have not bought ducks, it would be a good thing to find out whether or not there are ducks left out at the merchandise table. Pick those ducks up, and then you can throw them at a target a little bit later on and try to win some stuff. Also got the 50-50, right? Yep. I haven't seen a bucket either.
All right, roller derby fans, if you're getting hyped for this game, we're going to get to the last 9 minutes of this game. These ladies out here are going to start getting tired, even though they won't even look like they are. They're going to need your support, so I want to hear you shouting and screaming for your favorite players. If you are here for the Sheilas, I want to hear you scream. If you are here for the Bashers, I want to hear you scream. All right, I'm going to keep asking for your assistance in the last few minutes of this game to get these girls amped. Taking it sweet time.
Yeah, and
But you know, we're glad for them because it keeps our roller derby girls safe.
Queen, you've been in the midst of a couple of these. Just how does that like mess with your brain or just
Doesn't really mess with your brain. I mean, it takes a second to get reset, almost like the beginning of the first jam. You know, you cool down a little bit. But you talk to your friends out there. You
Yeah.
talk about the game. You know.
Yeah, and that's the one great thing is you look out here and it's not one of those cases where these skaters have just like animosity with each other. They're all friends and they've all skated with each other or against each other at various points. And
I have to say, the thing about Fountain City is that
we're getting word. Our official review.
learn what our official review was about. The Bashers lost 2 points because they were out of bounds at the back, passing those 2 skaters, so they did not earn those points.
Also, there was no penalty assessed on that play.
Pass, no pass, no penalty, as they were out of play and she passed them out of bounds.
Passing inbounds, though, and your lead jammer, Bomb Pop,
Followed by a pivot break, Anita Hurcha. I just love her name.
oh, it's been it's been such fun just watching Anita over the seasons.
Pop calls it off. I have to say, I'm used to being this cold.
The good thing is the fans are not running. Bashers extending a lead out to 6 points. Or wait, no. 6 points.
We got Mel Malice and Triple Threat with stars on their helmet. Trying to break through this pack.
Annie Mull getting sandwiched between Mamba and Toucan.
Crash is back there being a truck and trailer. She might be little, but she is mighty.
Double team on Annie helps out the jammer Mel Malice. Lead jam for the Sheilas. That was a great strategy there from the Sheilas. Annie's so tough to rein in. It takes a couple of skaters. Officially, that's looking like a third penalty on Triple Threat. I believe so. That's what our little cheat sheet is showing us.
Nina Hercho. Star on for the Sheilas. Bumble out as lead. Asher.
Both of these skaters racking up a lot of mileage as scorers. We've got multiple folks on the floor. Bomb Pop trying to save that point. Come around and calls it at the same time.
Mark the back on slide back there in the back of the pack. Hurt themselves a little bit. See how they recover.
Yep, Rogue looking like she might have taken something in the side.
Well, they just redid these floors, and my goodness, this floor takes sacrifice, I tell you. Any ounce of skating will take it.
Freddie, Annie, and Thrash all trying to get up front.
We got Zombini coming.
Thrash did a great job stopping Zombina and allowing Freddie to help out.
We got Toucan break for the. Oh, nope, she stopped. I don't know why.
Referees were calling that as like they were calling off the break. So.
And then they were like, nope. And then they were like, yes. Oh, they already had one out, I think. I'm not sure.
Triple Threat able to make her first
And
run
now
through
they've got
the
a
pack.
pivot break.
Freddie headed to the penalty box. Annie puts Zombina down.
Oh, Mel Malice Dragon
Wow.
trip right out of bounds. I think I just fell a little bit more in love with her. I love my Mel Malice. She's my best friend. Actually, I have a few roller derby besties. Tiff's been my mentor for a long time. Mel's like my travel buddy. Rogue was my roommate.
See, and I feel like a mercenary. I sweep in here on game days, say a couple of words,
Grace us with your
and then
presence.
sweep out.
But that's how you just are.
I am a ghost.
But we still appreciate you.
Basher's up to an 11-point lead as time continues to tick on this game. Well, maybe not now. We're at a clock stoppage, but The general time continues.
We've got just under 3 minutes left in this game. We got a 10-point differential. Sheila's 79, Basher's 89. Let's see what happens.
Really? Okay, that's wild. Okay. Our score up here on our little cheat sheet has us at 78. So,
Oh, yeah.
teach
Scores
me
are
to
different.
Spread fake news.
Here it's 78. You got my...
Yep. I'm hooked in.
Oh, we got Freddie Kugel in the penalty box. And they had to, I guess there was a false start on Electrocute. She had to start 10 feet back. Both drammers drag out by Myers.
3-wall thrown up in the back by the Sheilas.
Oh, we got Bompov sent to the penalty box.
Freddie coming back
Oh, Freddie changed pack definition, which allowed Electrocute to go.
in. Electrocute looking to pick up that one to start. And calls the jam. Also gets the penalty box.
I don't think Coach Pippi wanted her to call that because they were just going. She could have picked up quite a few points on that jam.
Yeah. I think she was kind of looking ahead at that 3-wall and didn't assess her chances very well on that.
All right, fans, we got a minute 30 left in this game. I need to hear you for your teams. Let's go. Let's get these amped.
Triple threat. Mel Malice going to be your jammers. Both skaters able to take multiple passes, so we'll see what happens here. Triple threat going to be out as your lead jammer right now. Mamba forced out by Tiff.
Oh. Mel Malice is out.
Thunder had to give up on Mel. Oh, that's...
Oh, we got one down.
Basher's going to try to set up a wall in the back.
Oh, they hit down triple threat to the inside. Mel Malice is still going.
Mel Malice taking lead jam over.
Those Sheilas better catch one.
That was great. Great pack awareness from Mel Malice.
The Bashers are running, saving their points, running that clock down. They got 10 seconds.
All right, fans, get loud for these teams.
These girls are working hard. Get loud.
Both jammers fighting to see where they're going to wind up.
There we go. And that is the end. Let's see what the official score is.
And that's going to be tight. Just the way it was for the entire game. That 10-point differential unofficially looks like it's being taken down to 5.
Trying to see what we're going to get to here
Yeah.
because our spreadsheet says something different than our